is ANN News Brief.
I'm Lucy Adeyemi. South Africa says it has recorded a decline in coronavirus cases. The 1,677 recently reported cases are the lowest number in new daily infections since June, declining from a peak of around 15,000 daily infections. Experts say the data show a continued downward trend and that there is currently no sign of a second wave of infections as lockdown restrictions have been eased countrywide. Experts have warned that the current decline in new infections is not an indication that the worst is over. They've also warned that the risk of infection remains and that people should stick to health guidelines like social distancing. South Africa has conducted 3.5 million tests since the country recorded its first case in March. The total number of fatalities stands at more than 13,000, while recovery rate has increased to more than 80%. Tunisia has announced a new government for the second time in 6 months. Prime Minister-designate Hichem Mechichi unveiled a new government made up of technocrats rather than not members of political parties. This is the second cabinet to be named in Tunisia in 6 months. Mechichi says he wanted a team dominated by independent technocrats to present urgent solutions to the country's economy, which was already struggling before the coronavirus pandemic hit. The parliament must now approve the new nominations within 10 days. Factions such as the powerful Islamist party have been angered by Mechichi's decision not to first consult them. Parties are split between wishing for a more political government that would reflect the House and needing to approve a cabinet instead of dragging the country into disruptive early elections. He is the third Tunisian head of government since the October elections, which resulted in a deeply divided parliament. Before his appointment, Mechichi was the interior minister in former Prime Minister Ais Fakhfakh's government. Fakhfakh resigned over an alleged financial scandal. The powerful Islamist party, Ennahda, said it was not consulted in the naming of the new government and wants a political government that reflects the party's parliament. But the party has also said there is need to approve the new government to prevent a disruptive early elections. We'll be right back.
Whether in your house, at your office, on your phone or online, we are there. We have the facts behind the headlines. We cut to the chase with the news you really need. We cover every angle. We are the bigger, better news network. We are African News Network. ANN. Watch ANN News on MITV from a truly African spirit.
Tanzania's President John Magufuli has returned his nomination papers to the Electoral Commission on Tuesday after being cleared to run for re-election in October. The president is expected to face off with opposition Chadema party nominee Tundu Lissu, who returned to the country from Europe last month after surviving an assassination attempt in 2017. The Electoral Commission says official campaign period begins today, Wednesday, after a final list of presidential candidates was published. That is ANN News Brief at 10. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Adeyemi.